What's up, guys? This is the Honest Outlaw here, and today we're going to be doing a quick review on a pair of lights that I got from Olight. Not only are we going to be doing a review on these guys, but there's also going to be a sale going on, as there usually is when these lights first hit the market. These are going to be two new lights for 2020, and as, again, Olight usually does, they have a sale so you can get them for quite a bit off right when they release. And on top of that, all the proceeds from the I5T sales are going to go to medical supply donations for people affected by the coronavirus. So if you really actually want to help some people out and buy a cool light, this little guy right here, the I5T, all of the proceeds, again, are going to go help fight the coronavirus. So that's pretty sweet. Now, sorry these lights are going to be a little bit wet here. I literally just went out and tested these about an hour ago. I did the durability testing, and after that, we usually throw it up and down, but we forgot, so we had to go back outside and do that again, and it ended up being pretty late while we were doing that, so it ended up being kind of funny. And you can tell that they're durable because I threw them up about 20 feet or so during the durability testing of the I5T and of the Warrior X. Now, the I5T is this tiny little guy right here, which I would use for EDC, or like, I would say you could put this in a toolbox or something like that. I would use this if you're working on a car. You could easily hold this in your mouth if you needed to, and it's got a pretty nice clip on it as well. So this is an awesome little light, and the power is good for that as well. You've got a moonlight setting here of right around 15 lumens, and then you have a full setting here of about 300. And we've been using this a lot today. So on low, and that's on high. So low right here, high. And high is what you're going to be using it on while you're out here anyway, so that's kind of what we're testing. But that's about 15 yards away or so. And then we'll turn this way and we'll point it right at the range, and we're about 60 yards away. So low, can't see anything probably. High, can you see anything?
Yeah.
Can you really?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if you could pick it up on the camera. I can visibly even see those plates with this little light, which is pretty cool. You can see up close here on the snow, it's very bright. If you're looking for your keys or something like that, this would be a really cool light. I like this a lot for EDC. I told my wife to put this in her purse. Now, the I5T has a single tail switch. All you gotta do is hold it lightly to get the moon setting, and then you press it hard to get the actual full power. And the full power is supposed to last for around 2 hours. The low setting is gonna last you up to 20 hours. So that's pretty sweet. Now, it's supposed to be able to survive about 1.5 meters underwater, which is pretty cool, and it only weighs about 2 ounces overall, making it extremely easy to carry on you all day. You can see the bezel's kind of nice there, and it does have this swirl pattern on it, which makes it very unique and very cool looking. Olight's a big fan of black and blue. Now, the I5T here is going to be on sale for 22 bucks, so I don't really see a reason why you wouldn't pick this up if you were actually in the market currently for a new EDC light. I told my wife to throw this in her purse, and that's what we're going to be using this guy for, because she needs a light quite a bit, at least a little bit more powerful than what she can get on her cell phone, so this is going to be a really easy thing to carry around. And this, like I said, is 25% off, so instead of 30 bucks, it's only 22 bucks, and again, all the proceeds from this guy go to help fight the coronavirus, so if you want to get a light, this is a good one to get. Now we're going to get into the Warrior X Pro here, and this is an advanced version of the Warrior X, which I did a mini review on earlier this year, and basically what they've done is just up the lumens and made the bevel a little bit bigger and increase the power and increase the range, and this already had an impressive range, and now this one has a ridiculous range. That's low right there. It's kind of hard to keep it on low because my hands are cold, so I'm shaking a little bit. And then this is high right there.
Wow. That's
so
really
obviously
bright.
a lot brighter, yeah. And then we'll just spin right over here to 50 yards. And you can see how ridiculously bright it is at 50 yards. This light has a throw of 600 yards, which we'll probably try to test here a little bit. Not quite that far, but yeah, that's 50. It's unbelievably bright. You can even see visibly with the low setting as well. You can. But then with the high setting, this light would be really good for hunting, search and rescue, tactical applications, I suppose. So yeah, definitely search and rescue, hunting, tactical, all that kind of stuff would work really well. You can see absolutely everything. The beam is nice and tight. It's not a splash style light. It's really meant for throw. So the bezel, the head on the flashlight's very big, and it allows you to get that incredible range. Now you get to low here by, again, pressing it in really easy like this. And on low, the setting is 300 lumens, and it'll stay on here for about 8 hours with a full charge. Now on high, all you do is push all the way in like that, and you get about 2,250, which is pretty crazy. All right, so now we have it on high. There's no reason in testing the low mode. And we're at about 100 yards here, and it's still, everything is incredibly visible. It looks just like we were at 50. It looks no different to me. The throw on this is pretty ridiculous. We'll have to go down the road and kind of point down the road and see what we can see. The last time I did that though, you couldn't see on the camera what you could see
with the eye.
With the eye.
Yeah.
Because like I can see all the way back there behind the berm. Like at least.
I can see that.
Can you really?
Well, I can see the Texas Star, at least.
Yeah, but I mean, I can probably see a couple hundred yards past the Texas Star. All right, so we're gonna go down here. Can you see that pole on camera?
Yep.
All right, that's about 75 yards. Obviously, that one's gonna be about 150, 200. I don't know what they space poles at, about 75 yards, I'm guessing. And then I can see that third one really easy as well.
I can see the third one.
Can you?
Mm-hmm.
I can see 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. I can see I can see 8 poles down with this. And with this, I can see pitch black.
Yeah.
So that's,
quite a bit.
I would say that's comparable to a 500, 600 yard throw. Now this is waterproof. The length on this guy is 5 inches and the weight on this guy is about 8 ounces. I would say this would be a really good light, as I said in the actual testing of it, probably for search and rescue, for hunting applications and things like that. This is more of an outdoorsy light. This is something I would keep in a hunting pack or a hiking pack or something like that. If you want to see a really long way, this is a really good way to go. When we were testing this, we put this guy out to about 500, 600 yards or so, and we were still able to see telephone poles with it, which is pretty cool. And that was in pitch black. I don't live in a city, so if you go out a couple hundred yards away from my property, it is pitch black unless the moon is out. So I guess if I said you can see telephone poles 6 blocks away and you lived in Chicago, you'd be like, yeah, duh. But out here, this is a pretty good gauge of how far you can see, so I was actually pretty impressed with this. It also looks pretty cool. It's got the blue and black feel to it. It's got a little bit longer head there than the original, just to add that increased range, which I believe is a couple hundred yards. I know that it has 250 lumens more than the old one did. And it does have that strike bezel, which is pretty awesome. Again, if you were walking around the wilderness and you needed to crack something, I often find myself using my flashlights as hammers, which is pretty funny. I use the light for quite a bit outside because we even used it to walk out to the range and walk back, and I didn't see any heating up issues or anything like that. You can also put either a flashlight mount, number one, but I remember back in the day you'd have to use like scope mounts and stuff to fit on these, but they make a flashlight mount as well if you want to put this on a rifle, which I would think would work very well. This would be more powerful than a Surefire Scout and not much bigger. So if you wanted a really powerful light off the front of your rifle for not very much cost, the Warrior X Pro would do very well at that. I didn't do any rifle testing with the bevel of this. However, I did do it on the previous version, and I shot about 500 rounds next to it, and it didn't have any problems. So I seriously doubt this would have any problems. We also did the durability test with both of these lights, where I threw them multiple times, 20 plus feet on the gravel and on the ice, and there's no dent, no scratches really. There's not even any roughs in the finish, so that's not so bad. I would say this is an extremely durable light, and I wouldn't have any problem using this for a self-defense style light either. Now, I think this light is on sale currently for around $100, $97. It is 40% off the original price of $140, so that's pretty sweet. So if you're going to buy one of these, the time really is now, and there's a link in the description for this as well. Also, it comes in a bundle if you want the little light also for only $101. Also come in a few different colors as well. I got the black guy here, I got the green guy here, and I want to say they come in desert tan also. So if you're into that kind of thing, which I definitely am, I'd probably get the black one or the tan one. You can go out there and get them. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Please help out your local homeless shelters, and remember to recycle. I'll check you later.